Hello everybody, it's Rory again, back for another Project Pan update. So this is for the 2019 hashtag Team Project Pan with Kat and Haley from Beauty News. So go and check them out, obviously. So this is the seasonal update, and so we've been in one season, which was winter, and now we're going into, well, it's supposed to be spring, but it's basically summer already, or at least I'm thinking about summer. So we're going with the summer season sort of rolling into. So I have all the updates on the old things, and then I also have the new items that we're going to be rolling into this project. So first, for my primer, I have the Maybelline Master Prime, and that was initially put in at 34 grams, and I'm ending this season with 30 grams. So that was a 1 gram decrease from last check-in, which I think is pretty good considering I did full face a handful of times. So definitely good on that. The next thing I have is a foundation. So this is actually rolled in last time, and I know it's really hard to see because it's tiny. It's the Benefit Hello Happy Foundation in shade 1. And this was 14 grams still. I did not use this at all. I'm not a big fan of liquid foundations, so I don't know why I have this. The one time that I did do full face, I ended up using the ColourPop No Filter one instead. So going to try and use that. And then I have a concealer. So this was laying down, so it's a little bit hard to see visible progress, but it's kind of cleared down to about the halfway point. And that is weighing in at 22 grams. So 1 gram decrease from last time, but 2 grams overall. So that's pretty good. I haven't been using as much of this. I haven't been carving up my brows, and I also think that it's really, really lightening underneath my eyes. So I try to use only a couple dots of it. The next thing that I have is my blush. Okay, so I'm so excited about this. The numbers don't do it justice. It has been 18 grams the entire time. This is my Tarte Party blush, and my goal for the entire project was to hit pan for the second time after repressing it, and this is where we are right now. There is barely anything left in the compact. It's clinging to the edges, a little bit on the sides. I swirl my brush around and like barely anything comes up. It kicks up a lot of dust, and I feel like this is gonna be done this week. Like, it's astounding, and I cannot believe the amount of time that's gone into this. I've had this for 2 years, and I've probably worn it for a year and a half regularly, maybe, but that is going to be done. There's a wasp outside my window. Yeah, the weather's getting really warm, which is why I'm super excited that we're doing this seasonal change, because, you know, it's, I want to wear different makeup. It's a different season. So a highlighter is the ColourPop Over the Moon, and that is at, let's see, 28 grams. So there was a 1 gram decrease from last time. My goal for this was to hit clear pan. So it's really reflective, and you can kind of see the pan right there. And I'm happy with how I've been using this. I kind of switched highlighters in the middle of the month. So definitely happy that there's been a little bit of decrease, but otherwise I'm happy. That's going to be rolling out in the update. The eyeshadow that I have is ColourPop Daddy. I think I've used this twice, 2 or 3 times, and it doesn't look much different. The weight hasn't changed at all. I've noticed that it's super dry. Like, I tried to use it and I couldn't pick anything up. I had to like destroy the pan to get any pigment, so that's on the chopping block. And I'm thinking about filming a declutter because I don't know what lipstick I want to use really. and I have a lot of lipsticks that are kind of going off, and I want to get rid of them. So that's that. The next thing that I have is my eyeliner. There's no way to show visible progress, and there's no weight change on this. So I've used this twice, I want to say, in the last month, maybe 3 times. I used it once today, so that's pretty good. But otherwise, it's hard to use a white eyeliner, and I just don't use it every single day. I don't have time to do eyeliner in the morning most of the time. So there's that. And then I have my mascara. So I have the ColourPop BFF mascara. Obviously, there's no way to show it. It was 33 grams when it was new and 32 grams now. So I've used 1 gram out of this, and I use it every day. And that's about it. It's kind of hard to like increase your use on mascara if you use it every day, because there's no way you can like, I don't know, change it up. Then I decided not to update on either of my lipsticks because, as you've guessed, I wore each one once and nothing has visible progress. So there you go. Lip balm has been done twice. Nail polish got rolled out. Fragrance. Okay. So there was a gram decrease, and you can't see this, but there's a tiny bit. It's right at the bottom. And then there's also some in the pump. So I think that I'll have this done this week if I remember to use it. And I haven't chosen another fragrance to put in because I tried out 2 of the ones that I have sitting on my dresser. They're just the little samples like this. I don't actually have any big perfumes or anything. And if you're confused about my age, there's one that's let's see, that Tillsbury or Ashley Elizabeth or something like that, and it's bourbon, and I put it on my arm and I go to smell it and I'm like, that is nasty. And then I saw another one and I put that on my arm and I didn't like that one either. It was like, I don't know. So I'm kind of being overwhelmed by scent right now. And so I'm thinking about, I'm definitely going to throw out those because there's no use keeping around perfumes that make me have a headache and I don't want to wear because they smell awful, to me at least. So there's that. I'll definitely update you guys on what perfume I choose, and I'll probably post pictures on my Instagram. The next thing that I have is a skincare product, and that's the Ultra Calming Relief Mask. So this has been lying down, and I haven't used this at all this month because I filmed the update last month and I stuck it in my drawer. And then, so prom was last month, or well, this month, but you know, like in the month of time in between the 2 updates, and I was doing my hardest to keep my skincare routine the exact same. Like, don't add anything, don't use your face wash too many times, don't use anything different. And I just didn't ever pull this out because by the time that I realized, oh, I stuck it in a drawer and I forgot about it, it was a week and a half before prom, and I was trying to do nothing to my skin to try and just remain constant. So that I think I'm going to roll out, but I do want to finish it anyways. So that's that. And then I don't know how I skipped this, but I have the Sugar Pill shadow in Midori, and I was using this as my eyebrow color. So there's an eyebrow dip in here. Obviously not close to hitting pan or anything, not enough to change the weight on the shadow. And then I changed my hair because I had it green and then it was basically blonde, so I wasn't using it. And then I went back to purple and I've re-dyed it, and then it's just this right now. So obviously I'm not using the green. I've used brown and I've used purple and different shades of brown. So that didn't get any progress really. So that is all of the recaps on the individual items for the project pan. And then I have my modern renaissance. So I'm so happy. My baby. There was no weight difference. It went from, so when I first weighed it at this, I had already been working on it, so I weighed it in at 188. It went down to 187, went back up to 188, and went up down to 187 when I just weighed it. So the weight is not a good way to judge this, I'm guessing. So just gonna let you look at all that pan. So I'm super proud. Okay, so quick rundown. I've been using Tempera more, trying to remember to blend out the edges because I've gotten a new Brights palette, so sometimes it's a little bit harder to blend out, and I just don't have enough time in the morning before school, and I just reach for this and I blend out my edges. Raw Sienna, I don't remember if I had pan when I did the last update, but definitely expanded that from the baby pan. And then Golden Ochre, I've been remembering to use it. I've been doing some yellow looks, some sunset looks, so that definitely has gotten some use. Primavera, I did actually scrape out some of the shadow that was on the edge, and I did use it that way for a couple days, but I don't know, the corroded pan is just turning me off. I don't want to use the shimmers at all because of the pan. And then kind of the same for Vermeer. I have dipped into the other side, but you can't really see. It's so light, and it kind of looks gray on my eyes, so I'm not inclined to use it. Then we have Bonfresco, which I finally hit pan on. That is definitely new from last time, and that's got a pretty good dip, and I would say a sizable pan. It's actually kind of bigger than Raw Sienna. I've been trying to put it in my crease every single day and not forget about it no matter what kind of look I'm doing. No change in Red Ochre, Vietnam Red, or Antique Bronze. Love Letter, I've definitely dipped into a good amount of times, but I feel like just working at it, mostly with fluffy brushes, so not making a whole lot of progress. Warm Top, now that's where I've made the most amount of progress. I'm just gonna let you guys look at it. I've been using it as my brow color and slowly working towards side pan, which I'm a little bit nervous about. I don't want to wreck the shadow and make it crumble or anything, so trying to get even use all around it and everything, and remembering I've never finished off a shadow before, and I've never been finished off a brow shadow. I've finished off a brow gel, or not a gel, but like a wax. Yeah, and then Cypress Umber and Realgar don't have any real changes to them. I know that I've used them a couple times, but that is about it. And I'm super proud of the progress that I've made. However, I'm getting a little bit bored of trying to reach for this every day, so I've been dipping into other palettes and things. And especially Prom didn't use this. I wanted to be as free as possible with what I wanted to do with the makeup, and so I didn't focus on using this as much as I could have. And I feel like I'm going to continue that going forward. I want to explore and, you know, be focused on the rest of my collection as well. I hate when it's so dirty, and honestly I never look at the outside unless I'm filming, so I apologize. It looks a little bit better now. Yes, okay, so I've rewritten everything for my summer section, and I've taken weights. So I have the inductees for the new thing. The new season, the new thing. Okay, so I have a bronzer this season, which is something different. I didn't have one last time, and I'm excited because it's summer, so I actually might get some freckles. I won't get any darker, but I'll get some freckles, so I can use some bronzer. And that is what it looks like right now. I've had issues with hard pan on this before, and so I've had to repress it. I've had to do lots of different things, and I'm just excited to see how it goes. Try and remember to use it, because I feel like summer I can get away with it. Then we have blush. So I am going to try using the blush that's in here. Oh, and by the way, this is e.l.f. Compact in St. Lucia. But I kind of wanted to know how the bronzer was doing on its own, and I don't know if I'm going to like that blush. So I've got the Milk Lip Plus Cheek in Rally. So that, oh, and I'm so disorganized. The e.l.f. was 65 grams, and then the blush is 20 grams. So, I can roll this up. So there's how much product there is. And I'm kind of excited to use this. I feel like summer is a good time to try like cream products and things like that, because they just look more natural on the skin, more glowy, more dewy, and all that stuff. I also have a different highlighter, so different colored face products. I'm moving on to ColourPop in Spoon. Now, there is pan in here, but you can't, well, you can kind of see right up here. But there's a big dip in this part of the pan, and it's really stippled from where I like tap my brush in and stuff like that. So that's exciting. It is the same, it is 29 grams, so good there. I also have an eyeshadow from ColourPop, and I've been enjoying this already. So it is a Super Shock Flux With You, an Ultra Glitter formula. So no pan, but I have been loving this shadow. I've been using this highlighter, underbrow, like eyeshadow, literally every day, and I just want to see how I use it. So it is 19 grams right now. I also have an eyeliner, which is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and there's no way to show you this, but it is 6 grams. So there's that. We can see how it goes, and I feel like this will be done in a month to 3 depending, and if not, I should probably throw it out by the time summer rolls around, like for real and everything, because it has been here long enough. So I don't have a lipstick or a fragrance yet. I'm gonna do a declutter and all that, but I do have some skincare that I want to roll in. So I have the Fourth Wave Beauty Rose Skin Milk. So I did get the face milk, and then I think it's the superhero oil, and I've been using these just because my skin was so dry this winter. I was searching for literally anything to give me some more moisture, and these have helped. I've been using them, I would say, inconsistently for a month and a half or 2, not sure. But so I've used up half of this bottle, and it is kind of heavy. It's 56 grams. So I would like to remember to use this more often. I can use it before my day and after my day. So I do think that I can make good progress on this, because I feel like I see it go down every time I suck some up. I feel like I can go down. Whereas the oil, it's still up at the very top. So definitely interested to see how that works. I don't like how much it smells like rose, and I don't want to put it too close to the center of my face because I feel like it might irritate my pores. But I do like using it on the exterior of my like around the edges and everything. So I think that is all for my Project Pan update, and I am super excited that I was able to share that with you guys, and I look forward to seeing your own updates. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.